Hello class, let's start with analyzing now the pictures that we have taken. So you would be now going to your FLIR Tools app and you will be selecting the pictures, and let's get started then with the first one. So this would be the picture at 0 seconds, and on the left one would be your beaker with the hot water, the middle one is the beaker with the normal water, and on the right one you have the beaker with no water. So this picture was actually taken almost 6 months ago, and it was like really cold outside, and it all depends like on the temperature outside and on the setting and everything. And for example, we can now use the application that we have to analyze the picture, and it allows us to make those 3 dots, and we can place those dots, and I try to place them as central as possible. And here you can see then that every one of the beakers has a different temperature. You can see the first one, spot 1, has 22.8 degrees Celsius, the second one has 12, and the last one has 3, or the last one is 9.9. And you can see here that basically if something is shining more, like or more bright or more yellowish, it's warmer, and everything that's a different color, more like purplish or bluish, is like really cold. And yeah, that would be basically then what you would have done for the first picture. And then you would take down the data and you would click on save, and now you can see basically the temperature for each of them. So that is one method of how you could do it, of how you can kind of like take the data. Then another okay, let me see. Now, okay, so yeah, that would be now after 60 seconds. And we are not using this data because, like I said, it was taken a while ago, and you can also argue that this method that I'm using right now is not as precise, because I put the water on top of it, but I'm taking on top of the paper towel while I'm now taking the picture from the side of it, and it might give you not accurate data. But that's basically how you would do them for 60 seconds, and you can see it has been decreased, and for example spot 3 has increased, which I don't think that is something that should be happening, but that's why you would be able, or like here you can see I just moved it a little bit and it already decreased by like 1 degree Celsius. And the thing is about science, it is not about to match your data, your expectations. It's about taking the most precise data and then analyzing it, and if it's wrong, then it's theoretically it should be, then is about to find out what we did wrong. So one of those things could be simply not measuring clearly and precise. And okay, does it again. But here, this would be the better method, and you could have maybe like experimented with that at home, or not at home, but like in your lab, that one group might take a picture like this, while the other group takes pictures from the sideways like before, or you do it or like you do first this one and then you do the other one, and you can see this data seems more correct, that like the first one is getting colder but is still warmer than the second one. The second one also got colder, so the middle one also got colder but is still warmer than the third one, and the last one would be the one, the dry towel. And yeah, and that kind of like how it allows you, and I think like it's also then more precise than just by going it from the other angle. And yeah, that would be basically it. So that would kind of like give you an introduction of how to use the thermal imaging camera, and that would, once you have done this, you would be now going on to measure the recovery on the biceps and